Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Grand Theft Auto 5 video, I'm going to be giving you 7 quick and easy tips and tricks in order to get prepared and to keep you rich and saving your money throughout the Cunning Stunts DLC that's going to be releasing in just a few short hours. So that's right, I made a very similar video like this for the Finance and Felony DLC. It had a really great response, and a lot of you guys wanted me to make this video again for the Cunning Stunts DLC. So I've compiled 7 easy tips and tricks that you can use to, like I said, prepare yourself, but also make sure that you save your money and don't go broke throughout the update. So let's jump straight into this and let's not waste any time. Tip number 1 today is get ready and be prepared to sell cars if necessary. So we don't know if Rockstar is going to be adding a 6th property or a 6th garage or apartment in this update that would allow us to store more vehicles, more motorcycles, more cars, whatever the case is. We don't know if that's going to happen. We don't know if they're adding a 6th one, if they're adding a larger one. That is yet to be known. So in the case that that doesn't happen, where we're just stuck with the 5 properties that we have right now, you need to be ready to sell your vehicles in game. So one thing you should keep in mind is that there's 13 new vehicles that's going to be coming with the Cunning Stunts DLC. And most of these, I'm going to imagine, will be purchasable and stored in your garage. So Finance and Felony had a lot of vehicles, but I think there was like 4 or 5 that were Pegasus exclusive. So you didn't have to worry about clearing all that much garage space. However, in this update, they look to be all vehicles that are purchased on the in-game websites and stored in your garage, which means you might have to clear a ton of garage space. So in my opinion, what you should do is go around to all your garages, whether you have 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, and you should look at which cars you would be okay with letting go. So whether it's vehicles all the way back from 2014, or maybe some lowriders that you no longer use, or maybe some vehicles that you bought and just aren't happy with, start writing them down. Get like a little pen or paper, write them on your iPhone or iPad or whatever device you have. And if the DLC comes out and there's no new garage space or property, just know that, okay, those are the vehicles I'm going to clear out and that you'll have no problem replacing. I had to do that with Finance and Felony. I noticed that I was replacing a lot of my lowriders vehicles. Again, you might really love them. You might find some other vehicles to replace. However, if we do get a 6th garage, this selling car method can still be very useful because it can be a lucrative way to earn some emergency funds and money in Grand Theft Auto Online. So you can sell a vehicle in Grand Theft Auto Online every 48 minutes, which is 1 day in Grand Theft Auto Online time. So let's just say that you had Grand Theft Auto Online for like 10 hours, and you don't even have to be like focused. You can go AFK as soon as you sell. You could sell 10 cars in a day. Let's just say that's the average, and that could easily net you a couple $1 million right there, depending on what vehicles you get rid of. So like I said, it's a lucrative way to earn some emergency funds in case you're finding yourself short like $1 or $2 million of the necessary amount you think you're going to need. You can sell some cars to not only make space, but like I said, also get you some money for the new content that's going to be dropping in the DLC. Tip number 2, and that is organize your garage. So I'm going to guess that you guys are not as OCD as me, but I've got 5 garages on my main account, and each one of them are separated into different categories of cars: sports, supercar, off-road, kind of lowriders, armored. So you guys might not be as OCD as me, but I actually think that organizing your garages will be very helpful, and here's why. So I can't tell you how many times I've started a race with my friends or someone like Austin or Garrett, and I go, oh shoot, I forgot to call Moore's Mutual and get my cars out of the impound. That typically happens when I go in my garage. I don't see a car, so I forget about it, and I forget to call Moore's Mutual. So by organizing your garages by different categories, or they don't even have to be by categories. If you only have one garage, just making sure like maybe the sports cars are on one wall or the supercars are in the back part of the garage, whatever the case might be. Organize your garage to the point where you're going to be able to keep track of your vehicles, because it would suck to have these 13 new vehicles in the game. And because this is so focused and centered on the races and the playlists we're going to be doing and the stunting things, you're going to want to make sure all your vehicles are out of the impound and that you can use them in the races. Because like I said, there's no worse feeling than starting up a 16-job playlist knowing you don't have your favorite vehicle. I've done it too many times. Learn from my mistake. Organize your garage. That way, when you walk in them, you'll know, okay, it looks like I've got a vehicle missing here. Let's call the Moore's Mutual and let's get this solved so that I can go about racing with all my normal vehicles. Tip number 3, clear out an outfit slot or 2. So there's a big focus on clearing out garage space, but Rockstar have not added a new outfit slot since they introduced those into the game. And we know there's going to be new racing gear coming into Grand Theft Auto Online, so that's something you need to be aware about, because let's say, for example, you're in Grand Theft Auto Online, your friend hops on and says, let's do a playlist. You can easily then click the interaction menu, switch to your racing gear or racing outfit, and you're good to go. So I know a lot of people have 10 full outfit slots. Just pick one that you may not be using, like gear from the Heist update or maybe some crazy clothing from Ill-Gotten Gains. Clear out that outfit slot so come Tuesday, you'll be able to get a new racing slot and you'll be able to make yourself look like a race car driver, which will be really cool and obviously will get you in the spirit and the mood of doing these stunt races. Tip number 4, try not to buy everything at once. So I know that's kind of contradictory coming from me because I do spending sprees and buying sprees and I like to show you guys all the new content, and there's a reason for that. But if you're short on funds, try not to get trigger happy and buy everything at once. I know all the new websites have these shiny new labels, part of the Cunning Stunts update, and you want to buy everything. But I guarantee you that this content will come on sale in the next week or two. We actually just saw this with the Further Adventures in Finance and Felony content, how it's starting to go on sale, like the offices and whatnot. So I'm almost 100% positive that in a week or two, Rockstar is going to make much of the content from Cunning Stunts available at a discount or some percentage off. So if you are worried about that, don't spend all your money at once and up front on Tuesday when the DLC comes out. Wait for the sales to happen and you'll be able to save yourself some money, because I know that's important to you guys. I know you want to enjoy all the content up front too, but there's some pretty nice deals as well. Like I think right now it's like 20 or 30% off the offices, which saves you millions of dollars, and you could save millions on those vehicles also with the bonuses. Tip number 5, if you do want to try out all of the content or at least the majority of it, see if you can split buying things with your friends or crew members. So as I mentioned, there's going to be 13 new vehicles coming with this update. So let's say you buy 2 cars, another friend buys another 2, and maybe another crew member buys 3 cars that are all different. That way you can go and try out each one of the cars individually, even though you only purchased 2 vehicles. So the only downside to this is you obviously don't own the car, you won't be able to customize it, but if you're short on funds, it will give you a pretty good idea of how the car performs in free mode, how it looks. You can even go into the Los Santos custom shop with your friends if you are that worried about the customization options. So do that, share the responsibilities with your friends and with your crew members. It can lighten the load and it'll give you a reason to hang out with them and enjoy all the new content in online. Tip number 6, and this is for our PC friends only. If you want to try out all the vehicles for free, just wait until about a day after the update, because they will be available to mod into your single player game. So once again, if you're worried about any of the content and you play on PC, know that it will be available like a day after the update comes out, and you can just mod them into your game on single player. They'll have all the customization, they'll have all the handling, just like in online, except they won't cost you a dime. So that's a great way to try out the content, customize it, test out its performance, do whatever you want with it without spending of any of your hard-earned Grand Theft Auto Online money. All right, and tip number 7, and I think this is for our console friends only. I know for 100% certainty that it works on PlayStation 4, but not on Xbox One. But if you guys on Xbox One can confirm for me, that would be awesome. On the PS4, you can put your console into rest mode, and you can also select a setting that will allow you to download upgrades automatically for certain games. So that's what I do for Grand Theft Auto 5, even though for the most part, I'm always up when the DLCs come out. That way, when the DLC comes out, your system will start downloading the update automatically. Now, this can be extremely useful because I know how big these updates are. Most of the times they're multiple gigabytes, and if you don't have the best internet, they can take hours or multiple hours to download. So that way you don't have to wake up at like 4 or 5 a.m., turn on your console, download it, then go back to sleep. You can just sleep in, or whenever you get up, your console will already have the update installed. So you can do that on the PS4. Not sure about Xbox One. Definitely look into it, Xbox One guys, and let me know. And finally, last but not least, guys, just try to have fun with the update. There's a lot of people that try to always look for the negatives in things, and we should just smile and try and have fun with this DLC. I mean, if you can't have fun with this update that's so wacky and so crazy, what update can you have fun with? So just try to enjoy it. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited for the next upcoming days. I'm also trying to work out my internet problems, which are still ongoing. Believe it or not, internet service providers are some of the worst companies out there, and I'm unfortunately still dealing with that as we speak. I'll try to keep you guys updated as best I can on my Twitter and whatnot. But anyways, that's all the information that I have for you guys today. Hopefully you did enjoy this video, and hopefully you learned a tip that was helpful or two. If you got one new thing from this, then my job is done, and this video is then a success. So if you did enjoy, be sure to drop it a like, and also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new, or you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.